Hi, I'm someone that listens to Fangirl, and today I'm joined by Annie Crunch. And we've just finished doing a very long podcast about our thoughts on, well, basically the entirety of Haikyuu. It was supposed to be season four, but we. It was a discussion video where we kind of went a bit crazy and talked about anything we could think of for Haikyuu, mainly season four. We did try and restrict ourselves to season four, but we did go on a lot of tangents. So if you want to hear us kind of fangirling, fanboying about Haikyuu in general, especially season four, then please check out the video on Annie Crunch's channel. And today we're going to be doing a tier list for the season four characters of Haikyuu. So now we can discuss a bit more about characters. If you have watched the discussion video, we can talk a little bit more in depth about our characters. But like other side characters who we didn't get to mention as much.
Yeah. I'm Annie Crunch, guys. Pleasure to meet you. Don't know if you know who I am, but yeah. That's nice to be on your channel, Izzy. So this is your first collab. You're so special.
Yeah, exactly. Right, okay, let's get to it. So we've got the tier list here. We have changed the last one to don't know, just because we're not trying to be disrespectful, but some characters like we haven't seen enough of to judge, and therefore like put them in a tier. So if we just don't think we know enough about them to actually judge them, we're putting them in don't know.
And then for S and A rank only, it'd be right to left. So if they're on the right, they're the favourite on the left.
I'm gonna have to remember that because I'm so not used to doing it. So on the right is the favourite. Okay.
So closest towards the S.
Yeah.
Say you prefer Hinata over Kageyama.
Yeah.
Hinata would be nearer to the S.
So that's the left.
Oh, on my screen. Oh, it's left to right. Yeah, fuck, I don't know. This is why I don't drive, Izzy. This is why I don't have a car, right? Because I'd kill everyone. But left to right, you are correct. I've just realised. I looked at my left hand and I'm like, you're not right with my right hand. Right. I don't do everything with you.
Okay.
Yeah, left to right.
So first on our tier list is Tanaka. So we did talk a little bit about Tanaka, but do you want to do a discussion and then a rank, or do you want to rank and then explain our ranks? What would you rather do?
Should we both explain? But you do your rank first because it might be where we might disagree. So if you do yours first, then I do mine.
Okay, Tanaka. I think before season 4 he'd have been a B. But he's going to be in an A, but he might be slightly towards the lower end eventually. But I do think he just about makes an A.
I love how we're probably going to have very similar taste there, aren't we? Because exactly the same. I was not the biggest fan. I liked him. He was like solid, but it was nothing like too special. But season 4 just took his character and just excelled with it. I was very impressed with season 4. So I would put him in A, but I would agree he'd probably be towards the lower end of A as we go on.
Yeah.
Fantastic character, a very solid rock. He's very consistent. He's your usual like delinquent. He's not a delinquent, but like he feels in that
he's
sort
rowdy.
of like role. Rowdy when he pulls off his shirt and stuff like that, and got a lot of passion. But he's someone who seems to have the most. He had the most self-confidence, but then you realise he's actually got quite a lot of low self-esteem, and I think that's one thing I really enjoy about his character.
Yeah. No, I think. I think it's another thing about what shows decide to actually show you about different characters. So whether they show you their inner thoughts, because I think as soon as you have characters' inner thoughts, you feel more endeared to them and you understand their character a lot more, obviously, because you're inside their head. Tanaka, we've never really been inside his head, but because of the way he acts, you always think that what he's saying is just what he's feeling. You wouldn't think he's hiding much, but we especially saw in season 4 that he doesn't express everything. He has got things which he doesn't say aloud, and there are parts of his character we haven't seen yet, just because he hides more than he lets on. Like, you wouldn't think he hides some, but he's obviously quite an out there character. He's quite extroverted. He doesn't actually hide a lot, but you know, he's quite good at concealing things if he's a bit subconscious about it. So yeah,
he don't want to bother with people, and that's why.
Yeah,
really grew on me. We have you do the names because you're better than me. Kyoko.
Yeah, so
she's a C for me.
I think she's going to say
out straight.
I think she's going to be a C, but maybe slightly towards like either the middle towards the upper C's. I feel like there's other characters which I probably don't know or care about as much. Like I'm kind of very neutral about her. I'm glad we got some more about her this season and kind of got to see her interacting with Yachi more. But that's it.
Out of all the episodes of Haikyuu, she's had like one good episode in my opinion.
Yeah. yeah.
Bushy
So,
brows.
I so it's really annoying. I can't remember his name, but he was in Shiratorizawa. He didn't have a huge role. He wasn't one of the bigger characters. So for that reason I am gonna put him in C. Like I remember some like moves centered around him. Leon, is it Leon? I think his name is
I
Leon.
don't remember.
It's Leon. Got it. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, he showed a bit of character, and I think it was kind of maybe him thinking about certain other characters as well as him just doing some moves, but there wasn't a huge amount about him. So he's going to be in C, and he's going to be below. I mean, actually, I'm not going to order. I'm not going to
C
order
tier is
C.
definitely going to be bloated. That's for sure.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, one other thing which we didn't mention. So yeah, just I mean we can't. You did mention it. S and A are gonna be in orders. B and C are not because they're gonna have too many characters, and I can't decide exactly where they're going to be placed. But yeah.
I think we have Suki's brother.
Yeah.
He's again C. We don't see much of him,
Um.
but his storyline was really good.
Yeah, I really do like that, and I do enjoy his character, like from the appearances he has made. He's made very few, but actually he's been quite fun in them. Like when he went to the Shiratorizawa match to cheer on Suki, and he wanted to hide, and like so he was like went into disguise and everything, and then him being really proud at the end, saying that's my brother, the one with the glasses, like really really cute. So yeah, but because we haven't seen a huge amount of him, he will be C, but he would, if I was actually doing like in an order, he would be towards the higher end of C because I do like him.
He like I said, he played a very good role for that story to play out as well as it did.
Yeah.
And you can tell he's truly sorrowful about what he did with his brother. And I think everyone's gone through that where you want to show off to your sibling, you don't want to admit that you're the failure type.
Yeah.
You know, he weren't failure being on the line, but it's just because
it's because it's because Suki looked up to him so much. And he was such a role model, and he didn't want to let him down. He didn't want to disillusion him, but then obviously made it worse because he hadn't admitted to the fact that he could have said earlier on, like, oh, actually, I'm no longer the ace of the team. I'm actually not even on the team. Like, I'm on the team, but I'm not playing matches. Like, if he told him that, like, his brother would have been a bit disappointed at the start, but that would have been it. That would have been like, ah, or he'd have gone like, oh, how dare they not put my brother on the team kind of thing. He'd have got really defensive of him. But because he'd been led to believe that he was, and then because of that, he went and bragged to other people, it was embarrassing for him as well. And it was such a, yeah, like he said, it was like such a moment of shock for him. It felt like he was beheaded. Like, yeah.
I'm going to add one more row below.
What's the row?
I feel like it's just going to be D. It's just more for, because like, say, glasses.
Yeah.
I don't dislike as much as like the coach. I don't remember who the coach is, so he's more like a D. I won't put him in the same tier.
I don't know. D is don't know.
That's just harsh.
Well, no. It's not. It's the point of the don't know row is not because you don't know their characters. It can be that as well, but it's you don't know enough of them. Like you haven't seen enough of them to judge them. That's the kind of idea. I don't know where I'd rank them.
That coach is going into don't know.
I'm going to put him in don't know just because I do remember him. He's the coach from the party team. I can't remember their name right now, but he didn't like play a huge part. Like their manager played a bigger part than the coach did. So actually, wait, was he also the coach? Oh no, I'm now struggling. Is he also the coach that went to the training thing though? I think he was the coach he was the coach that was there with Hinata and he was watching the match.
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know. I quite liked his humour in the training thing because he was watching Hinata. He was the one who apologised to Hinata and he was really confused because he hadn't said anything aloud. He was quite funny.
He's just thinking it all.
I might put him in like C, but like it would be like just because of season 4. Like without season 4, he'd be in like don't know. But like because actually we have seen a bit more of him, including like him interacting with the Shiratorizawa coach and stuff. Like there's been a little bit more with him. Aone is the next one.
Our first big character, the Iron Wall.
Yeah.
He is a good boy. His friendship with Hinata is
so pure. It is one of my favourite friendships actually in the show. It's not my
I don't know why it's done off screen.
Yes.
But it shows it.
Yeah.
Like it shows him swapping numbers and stuff, but it doesn't like focus on it. And it's just I love it when they meet each other.
Where actually for them I think actually most of the relationship between them is on screen because they're not the ones who've swapped numbers. They might have. They haven't shown that though. For them, what it was is just they're really respectful of each other. So they really respect each other despite their differences. So like Aone comes across as like, well, he's obviously silent, and like he's always the one who points down at the ace. But because of his match against Krasno, his personality's changed quite a bit, or like not changed, but he's grown to respect other types of players. Like when he was telling the new setter off, because he was saying, "Oh, I'll get strong enough that I can go against anyone, no matter how tall or strong they are." And then he was like, "Actually, not all like strong opponents are tall and strong."
Yeah.
Like sometimes the most difficult ones are like are different, and then they have that moment of them walking past each other, which is great. So I think Aoni goes into. I think he's going to go into B, but he'd be in the top of B.
He's at top of B for me. I love his. He's the most interesting to watch defensively.
Mm-hmm.
Like him and Tendo, like some of my favorite defensive blockers.
Yeah,
like watching
they're really
him
intense.
Zap across the map.
Yeah,
And, like watching the animation for him was so good. But the personality wise, he's not like harsh or anything. He's like a little cutie.
Yeah,
and
he is. He's
like,
adorable, and him apologizing whenever he like knocks someone over or does something
Just
by
like forget.
accident. Yeah, and like him.
So, yeah.
Him wanting to have a handshake with Hinata after their first match against each other and stuff. It's just really.
I could hang out with him in real life.
Yeah,
quite
I could be friends with him. Yeah. Okay. Next we have Aran. So obviously we were introduced to him this season as the ace of Inarizaki. So I do like Aran. I quite liked his flashback because I don't think he was what I expected.
Putting him in B.
Yeah, I think.
I put him in B because he wasn't stereotyped, which is nice because I feel like a lot of time when they have black characters in anime, they have to stereotype them.
Yeah.
So he had his own personality. He was super cool. He was cool. And then I love getting his outside opinion of the two brothers.
Yeah.
And he was really good in the match. He was really good.
Yeah, he was like a really, really strong player. His spikes were amazing and like were causing a lot of trouble for Krasno. But also in the flashback, his personality was not what I expected actually from what we'd seen in the match. Like the way he was like regarding the twins and like was just being kind of annoyed by them and like I don't know, like kind of the annoyance you get with your friends kind of thing. So like fond annoyance kind of thing, which like it grew over time. I really enjoyed that. He wasn't what I expected, which yeah. I thought it was a really interesting character.
It was very likable. I put him B. He won't be very high on B, but he's
he's
I wouldn't say he's a C because I actually quite like him.
Yeah, he's a solid B. He's not near the bottom of B or anything. He's just a solid B. Right.
This is the more hyped twin.
Absolutely.
Almost like a bit more outgoing.
So he's the setter, and so he's one of the best setters of their age group.
And Spiker and
he's just
all right top player. Yeah.
I don't know where I think he's going to have to be an A, but he's not going to be very high up on A as much as I like him.
I think his skill and just watching him on screen really pushes him.
Yeah,
this is hard. Like with normal tier lists, I normally rating by character, but a lot of Haikyuu is to do with their skill and watching them, the enjoyment of watching them.
Yeah.
So that tends to actually play a factor as well.
I think I'm still going to put him below Tanaka. Just because I am more emotionally invested in Tanaka. Just because we've seen more of his character.
Yeah. I think I'm going to put him in B because out of the two brothers, he's my least favourite. I love the other brother more. More collective one.
I'm going to put him... I'm going to put him in A, but he's probably going to be the bottom of A.
He's high B. He's very high B for me.
So he's bottom A for me, high B for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just really like his character. I think he's quite an interesting one. I thought at first I wouldn't really like him, especially the way he was interacting with Kageyama.
Yes, Kageyama.
But actually, when you see he's kind of a dick to everyone, and like you see him interacting with his twin, it's quite fun. And
he's
just
arrogant done right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's an arrogant character done right.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh, a fan favorite character.
Bokuto. He's gonna.
He's high.
He's S. He's an S tier character.
He's S.
For me. I really do love him. He's just great. He's so crazy. He is a really good example of like the comedy in Haikyuu, because the comedy around his character and like his relationship with Akashi is just like so great. I think it's brilliant.
if I could put him on the line between A and S, he'd be it. There, I'm going to put him at A. He's very, very high A though. He's like,
Yeah, he's going
if
to
he
be.
just had more screen time,
Yeah, he's going to be
Yes.
towards the end of the S tier. Not like might not be the very bottom, but he will be towards the
I
end.
think if he had a match,
Yeah,
with Karisu,
yeah.
easy A tier.
I mean, we've
that
had
the
one,
I was
but because
watching.
it was when we were still growing
Practice.
and we weren't at our best, and so it wasn't an intense match. I want to, yeah, because the other one it was funny as well because he went into his emo mode. So if we could have an intense match against him, it's because the thing is I also am a sucker for him because like he sees like Hinata as his little like protege. He's like, oh, my disciple, like here he is, and like he's like he really cares for him and looks out for him, and I think that's adorable. They both go to each other's matches and cheer each other on, which I think is so cute. So yeah, no, I love his character. I think he's crazy and his mood swings are brilliant. He's all over the place. So he is an S tier, probably towards the bottom of it, but I do love him as a character.
I think I put him in S tier last time, but when I just think about it, high A is where I'd have him. My like season 2 or season 3 tier list.
Yeah.
The main ego himself.
Ikijima. Yep. So
he's a hard one because I love his skill in volleyball, but as a character, I don't find him the most interesting. He's a typical badass.
I feel the same thing. I think I really enjoyed his backstory and the story about him being left-handed and his father's passion. That's the reason why he wanted to do it. But again, I think maybe it's just my preference. I do enjoy him, but I think I need more content with him in order to enjoy more. So I think he's going to be a B, but a high B for me.
He's in between the twin and the Iron Wall.
That's literally where I put him. I mean, B is not ordered in mine, by the way. I'm just putting him wherever. But that's yeah.
I'm personally a fan of the Nekoma coach.
Yes, I like him a lot. I think.
He's one of my favorite. He is. You know when we talk about Coach Ukai,
yeah,
being like quite inexperienced.
Yeah,
he's like the fucking level 100 boss.
Yeah,
where he knows. And when he comments, I love hearing. He's like one of those experts I love listening to. I want to hear his opinion on stuff.
Yeah. No, I think for me, it's between the A and B. It's either very high A or a low B. No, wrong way round. You know what I mean. A very high B or a low A, because I do really love him. I think he's apart from. I mean, I love both the Ukais as well. But apart from them, like, he's my favourite coach. He cares so much for his team, and he's like, I love how snarky he is and smug he is about his own team, but also like how much he trusts them to know what to 100%.
Do. I will say this, just so because we're going to be here all day otherwise. The other characters who are just like sort of basic, like next 3, for example. So just put them into tiers quickly because I really want to talk about some of the characters in depth.
Right, okay.
So there's a lot of characters I want to talk about. Mad Dog, I want to talk about him because he's great, you know what I mean?
Okay. I'm looking at my other ones. I'm trying to decide. I might bring Leon back down to don't know because I'm putting him on the same level as like, I didn't mind him, like he's completely fine as a character, but again, not enough interactions, whereas like Kyoko, Suki's brother, and the other coach I did see a bit more of, and I actually kind of have more of an opinion of. So I put him back down. All right, Ukai.
Next big character. I love him.
Yeah.
He's so like fucking. He's the same as the other coach.
Yeah.
Just the other ones had more screen time.
Yeah.
So I would put him B. But if he had as much screen time, he'd be an A. But and he got like quite a few health conditions and stuff. So it's like
I feel like the same thing. Like whenever he's appeared, I love hearing his side of things. I love his interactions with his grandson. They're just hilarious.
Yeah.
Like to see him bullying him, and also him just talking, like to Hinata and like just understanding Hinata's like mad talk of just like, oh, you know, I go up and they go pow, and then like just being able to understand that, and like his general knowledge and how wise he feels, but also kind of like he's not just like playing character. He's like he's quite funny as well. He's got a sense of humor, and a little bit terrifying, which is always fun. So no, I really enjoy him as a character. Yeah,
he's very strong. Mad Dog, I love Mad Dog. He's A. He's fantastic. When he was in the show, he was fantastic. He made.
Wait, do you have?
Wait, I'm not skipping
one.
Oh no, the angry guy with the angry face.
Yeah, that's Sage's coach. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not too bothered about him. Right, okay.
if I talk about every one of these characters,
Yeah,
there's some I've got opinions on. And Mad Dog, love him. He changed up that game. I feel like there wasn't enough. Everyone was playing really fucking well and getting along really fucking well in the Okinawa team.
Mm-hmm.
He came in there and he just fucking slapped up that chemistry and made it fucking interesting. You know what I mean? Like everyone was sort of like,
oh no, definitely, really. I mean, like the thing with the music and the cogs and everything really showed like they changed the music style completely, and then the cogs getting jammed. Really kind of really good metaphors for like what his appearance, like the effect it had on everyone. But I am gonna put him in B. Just because, again, I need to see more of him. I grow attached to characters I see more of. That's just a thing.
Yeah.
So I just want more of him, and he'd go up.
He shaked it up for me, so I'll keep him in low A.
Yeah.
This next guy.
I think it's Nohebi, possibly. I don't really remember him, so don't know.
Yamaguchi's coach.
I like him. He's a C. Yeah, I agree. I like him. And then we had
next, I remember who they are, but
yeah, right. Shiro Torizawa coach. So that
I liked him a lot.
I liked him a lot. He's grown on me more in season 4. So
I just like harsher coaches, and he fits that. You know, I don't know. It's always a weird fan of him. I'm just like, where they're more harsh because it's like getting their praise is fucking hard, but if you give it, it's like, whoa, it means more than any of the other coaches.
Yeah. It's a very tough love kind of thing, and I think for me he'd be bottom of B. Pretty much.
I put him.
Yeah,
I'd agree.
Just like I like him, but again, need even more from him to grow even more attached to him, because we've seen bits of him, but I not enough for me to kind of go, yeah, I really like his character. I like his character, but I wish to see more, or like just I haven't got enough to rank him higher, really.
I think this one, she's like love interest.
Yeah,
not love
basically,
interest,
like
she's
she
girls
fancies
volleyball.
him. She fancies him. She's the captain of the girls volleyball.
Again, she had a good episode actually.
I see. She's going in C.
Enjoyed it past.
Yeah. Right, Daichi.
Daichi is an S because he's just the pillar. He is the backbone, the rock, the guy. He's the guy who might not do the fanciest moves, but when he's not there, you know it.
He's such a rock. Yeah, he is. Oh, and also,
he died. So
did she? It's such a meme. Oh, yeah. I think he's an S as well. But I don't know. This is where it's going to war with me between, because I love characters for different reasons. So like, I'm trying to compare him to Bokuto. I don't know. I think Daichi's slightly higher because I'm fonder of him, just because like he's.
And we've seen so much of him, like Jesus.
Yeah, and also just like really do care for him. Like we've seen him like crying his eyes out, and we've seen him defeated, and we've seen him being really inspiring. Like the episodes we've had when the flashbacks when they were first years.
There's so many great moments.
Everyone. Yeah. Okay.
Now, one of my favourite settlers. I love him. He was someone who I thought, what a penis when he first gets introduced, but then the more you learn about him and how he gets his team to work, he's fantastic. He's probably one of my favourite characters in the show, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you...
I do like Oikawa a lot, but not to the extent that like I know a lot of people do love him. I love him, but I do prefer. I have a bias towards my Krasno boys and my Nekoma boys, so I do love him a lot. I think he will be S tier as well, but I think he will be between Daichi and Bokuto. I think he's below Daichi. I prefer Daichi as a character more than Oikawa. That's just. I think Oikawa's story and his character really, really interesting. I think it's such a good thing to have. If he wasn't in the show, season 1 and season 2 would have been so different.
No one was interested.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's what I like about Mad Dog as well is like we had that match in season 1. And if they just copied and pasted it in season 2, it would have been like thingy, but they added Mad Dog in it, just changed the whole dynamic of that.
Yeah.
That was much better.
Yeah.
Next character I've just put in C. I remember him. He's
quite funny. Yeah, he's quite funny.
Yeah, it's quite amusing.
I do like him. I like how I love how much he loved being praised by Hinata, because like he doesn't get praised much anymore because he's in Shiro Torizawa. So he was cute.
The next one is his Melkonara's best mate. That's his best mate.
Yeah. So
we're crying together.
This is Iwa. So Iwa is going to, I do really like Iwa. I think
He's low B for me. I like him.
I think he's going to be A for me. I do really like his character,
Ooh.
and I like how they show how both him and Oikawa are the reason why like they've grown so much. Like that he's had to like restrain Oikawa at times when he's just wanted to push himself too far. So he is an A because I do like his character and he makes me laugh. So yeah.
To get through these ones fast. For
Okay,
me, it's
so
D,
don't
D, D.
know because he was in the first match.
Up until Tendo.
Oh, but we have the Libero from Nekoma, who I do like. I'm going to put him in B. He'd be probably about mid B for me. I'm again not putting it in order, just putting it in the middle. He would be somewhere in the middle. Yeah. I do like him. He's really cute. Yeah. So Yaku. There we go. To give me a minute. So yeah, I do like Yaku. I think he's really funny as well because he was the one.
I'm
who
impressed
training
you're getting
Lev.
nailing these names.
he
Now a character I do
Lev.
care about quite a lot. My boy is an S tier straight off the bat. Tendo, fucking love
You
him.
skipped so many people. 1 second. I'm just gonna have to put Anashita's gonna be
DDD.
Anashita's gonna be in high B. I'm not putting them actually in order, but Anashita's high B.
I just saw Tendo and I focused.
I know.
Tendo, right? My favorite. I think he's my favorite character from the opposite team. He's not part of Korisu. I think he's my favorite character.
Probably not for me. I think I do really enjoy him. I find him really funny and so different to everyone else. He's like a really standout character from anyone.
His style of play is just awesome as well. It's all just sort of like risk. His is gambling. He is just gambling. But he gambles with. He's like someone with a 70% chance of a gamble. It's going to work. I think so that's why I like him.
Yeah.
And his personality is great.
He's going to be an A for me.
Ooh,
but he's going to be below Iwa just because I do prefer Iwa. But I do really like Tendo.
Top character trait.
You
already know where I put him.
I just put him on top of S. Just thank you.
No. We discuss him a lot.
We did. If you want to hear us just fanboying about him, just go to the discussion. We did talk about his growth is amazing. His character he is literally sunshine. Like he is just pure happiness and literally makes me smile no matter what my mood is. If I see him smiling and hear him laughing, like his voice actor Ayumu does a fantastic job. Like he literally brings 100%. Life into that joy. Like it's yeah. So
I think for me, he's my favourite character in the show, but he's always fighting over with him, Kageyama and Suki always fighting for the top spot for me, but he not have won in the latest season.
For me, it's always between Kageyama and Hinata, and it's always kind of like episode to episode, scene to scene kind of thing. Like like they are pretty much level with each other. But I think in this last one, Hinata's grown a little bit more for me, just like slightly overtaking Kageyama a little bit. Yeah.
I put the next 3 in D, and I'm up to the Y here, dude. So if you want to discuss those ones. Sorry if I'm sort of putting over them.
That's fine. Kinoshita, I might put in C, just because he's had a bit of growth now. I'm kind of interested in his character. I hope we get to see him a bit more. I'm going to put him in C, but he'd be top C because I want to see him more. We've just seen him in a few scenes and a few reactions and stuff from him. I find him really amusing. I want to see him interact more with Hinata and Kageyama, and especially face the two of them at their best, like in a match, because like he is just an all-round amazing player. So I want to see him go against them. He's low B for me. He'd be a low B for me. I do like his character a lot. It also helps that
he's going to be good for later on.
Yeah.
I'm looking for more some Hinata interaction. I think that's going to be fun. But, yeah.
Wait, which are you looking at? Oh, wait, no, have you got a different order now?
Oh, Glasses guy. I love him. He's someone who doesn't know much about the sport, but he's so willing to learn and help everyone. So I put him in like high. I put him high B. I really like him. I think he's in like a. They couldn't do note with his character, but they really do push him, and he really does try and get to the matches, and he got them into the training. He put in a lot of hard work.
Yeah, he's so much passion into making sure that these boys can actually play and they can enjoy themselves. Yeah, really do love him. Okay, then we got the former captain, or I've got the former captain of Datako. He is quite funny. That's basically, he's a funny person, and I quite like the fact that he's kind of quite timid, but manages to control Datako. So I think he'd probably be in a low C. He'd edging towards don't know, because again, would want to see him more to judge him, but I do like him. I find him funny. Then we got Narita, who's the second year. He's sweet, but he's going to be a C for me just because he hasn't had enough screen time. I do
How
like
did
his
you
character,
remember
but
all the names? I respect that.
I don't know them all. As you can tell, I struggle. He's sweet, but again, and he's like been subbed in a few matches just here and there to replace different people. I think he last replaced Suki. I think was in the Shiro Torizawa match.
Yeah.
He's fine, but again, would want to see more of him. So he's in the C with the people who I'd want to see more of to like them.
He'd be in D for me.
Coach Ukai is the one I got after
Big
that.
character.
Yeah. Okay.
Coach Ukai.
Love him.
Ooh, he's hard.
I think he's going to be top A for me. I think he's a
Top A.
Oh, but with Tanaka, I need to
He's
decide.
not there for S.
Because he's not. He's not on S tier for me. I'm trying to work out where he'd be to Tanaka.
He's just above Tanaka for me. Tanaka.
I think it's really hard. They're quite similar level for me. I think just above as well. I really like the humor surrounding him, and like him growing as a coach is really fun
He's
to watch.
such a good coach.
And like how much he cares for the team is really good. But I do love Tanaka as well. So like that's a very hard decision. But I am just above.
Yeah. He's fantastic.
Right.
Ooh,
Kenma's my next
good character.
one.
It's fine, Kenma. Yep, there he is.
Right,
oof,
Kenma.
Oof, again.
He's
breaking into S.
He's an S. He is and this is preferences. I really do love him, and his friendship with Hinata is one of the most precious things I think in.
100%.
I really love his character as well. I really like how different he acts around different people, and like how he can sometimes be really confident in himself, and other times just tries to hide away, mainly from responsibility and pressure. But I really love him. So I think
for me, he's a strong A for me. I love him. His friendship again, great, but I just don't think he's there at S tier yet. Maybe when they have the Nekoma match, he's gonna get there.
I think he is just below Oikawa. He's above Bokuto, below Oikawa. Now we have, or I have, oh no, why do I forget his name? This is really stupid. I know his name.
I love watching you struggle.
This is so annoying because like this is one I really do know the name. Oh my god, this is so stupid.
I'm jumping ahead. I'm a character ahead. He's D. This character you're looking at.
Yeah, I think next character. For me, he's going to be a C. Not particularly high or particularly low. He's just a C character. I do like that he's had a bit of character growth. He's realised that the issues with Kageyama weren't just Kageyama's fault, it was also their fault, like the rest of the team.
That was a very sweet moment.
Yeah. So I think that's C. I think he's middle towards top end of C for me. Yeah. Okay, next we have the captain of, or I have the captain of Inarizaki. I just really enjoy him. I think he's going to be a B, and I won't try and place him anywhere. He's just a B character for me. I'd like to see more of him. I found him really interesting.
I think I liked him a lot. When he got a bit emotional, it was really nice.
Oh, I couldn't let it cry. He's really interesting.
So he's high A. I like his personality because he's like, he knows he's not like the best of the best, but he's fucking solid. Such a well-rounded player, and he keeps those two hyper heads in check, which is a lot of work.
The comparisons to Daichi in the end as well. I think mine would be probably high B, bordering A, but I just want a bit more with him to boost him up. I think like I just need a bit more time with him, and then he'd be boosted up to A. All right, next I've got. Oh my god!
Funny hair guy.
I'm struggling. You can tell I'm struggling now. Koganagawa. I'm going to be a Kageyama and not be able to pronounce his name. That guy, the giant setter with the taped fingers, him. I find him really funny. I really like him. He's going to be.
You're going to go C, aren't you? Yeah, we go C. Ooh.
Nope.
You're going B.
He is going to be B. He's going to be very high B. Yeah, he's going to be a high B. I
for
really
me.
like his character. I think he's really goofy and funny, and very sweet. The way he really admires how much effort Kageyama must have put into his thing to be so perfect. I really like that as well, and how just hyper he is, and how much he wanted to be friends with everyone at the training camp. Found that really cute. So he's a very high B for me.
I think the next lot for me are all D up until the guy with no emotions for Nakinawa's team.
Yeah, I can agree. Like I
So
do know
he's
the
C.
characters, but like again, don't know enough to rank them properly. Okay, so now we have Kunmi. So I just, I
He's like
think,
low end. He's a low energy one, and who's like dead tired when he
yeah,
walks.
and I
Yeah,
find it quite funny, but I am gonna put him in C.
I
Um,
put him in C.
yeah, I like his character as quite a contrast to a lot of the characters in Haikyuu. He just seems really disinterested in most of the time, and he's quite grumpy, and not very social, and that kind of thing. So it's quite fun to see, and I quite like. It's really bugging me that I can't remember the other guy's name. It's like right on the tip of my tongue. I'm pretty. Whatever.
It's gonna bug you for the
I know.
rest of
I
the
will
day.
remember as soon as we stop recording. It'll be fine. Okay, then I have
Levi.
yeah.
Is it Levy? Levy.
Yeah.
Levy. Yeah, Levy. He's hard. I think he's B.
I think he's
I like
bottom
him.
towards the bottom of B. I do enjoy his character a lot,
Yeah.
but again, he's kind of like on the same level as Koganagawa, whatever his name is. Like he's that kind of level for me. I enjoy his character, think he's funny, but I'm not emotionally invested in him. Basically,
I do like the fact that he's just. I think he's like many other characters where he's just really tall, and we have that, but we have better versions of that. But he's
yeah,
still very fun.
yeah. Noya. Oh. Hmm. I love Noya a lot. I think he's gonna
Noya's
be.
S.
He's
bottom S for
he's a
me.
bottom S or top A for me.
It's just the amount of awesome saves he's had, his fucking
Yeah, no,
passion,
okay.
and then
I think
seeing him struggle in season 4 was
I'm
like
gonna have to try and
really
scroll at the same
eye-opening.
time as moving him. I might have to zoom out. This is like getting hard. Oh,
For,
wait,
for
where
a
did I
guy
put
so
him? I
confident,
dropped him. There we go.
for a guy with such confidence, seeing him have that so much that when he's just being attacked repeatedly was just very interesting to watch.
Yeah, I really liked the backstory with firstly, yeah, lots of things being aimed at him, but also his backstory that actually he was a big scaredy cat as when he was younger. That was so like his confidence and like at the moment is really kind of he's been taught to build that up. Like he's such a contrast to what he was when he was little. I think that's really interesting. He's just such a fun character again.
Thundero! Yeah, he's good.
It's just and so lively. Yeah, so much energy. I always I'm a sucker for. I'm not really a sucker. I do really enjoy characters that can bring up morale. I think anyone who can cheer people up. I think it's a really nice kind of characteristic to have that kind of, and also like even when we first were introduced to him, kind of like him wanting to be a good senpai and everything. It's just like he's just got lots of things which I love. Like he's a really good
He's
character.
had some of the best saves in the show, of course.
Yeah, I think he's gonna go just about. He's gonna go.
Oh, do I prefer him to Daichi, actually? Shit.
That's what I'm looking at.
I think I prefer him just to Daichi. I love him. God damn it, that's hard.
I think I'm putting Daichi just above because I do love Daichi. So, but again, that's a very hard choice. So this is why I don't normally order my tiers because that's just horrible. So yeah, I'm just putting him just below Daichi on my S tier. Akashi, okay. He's gonna have to go.
say.
For me, he's gonna go A. He's going to go. He's gonna go just above the Mia twin, Atsumu, in A for me. So below Tanaka, between Tanaka and Atsumu in my A tier.
Oh no, take that back. No, I know who he is.
Yeah.
His
relationship with Bokuto and like basically having to look after him and like his frustration with Bokuto is just hilarious. I love it.
Yeah, he's going. Yeah, low B for me. I like him. My next twin, A tier. I love him.
Osamu is going to be literally next to his twin, but the next one up. That's literally where he's going to go. One second, I need to move from here. Scroll up.
He's just behind Tanaka for me.
No, I've got Akashi between him and Tanaka because I really like Osamu, but Akashi it's just a personal preference for character. I like Akashi's character more. I find him hilarious, like especially his thinking with the half a second, how much thought process he went into it. Like, yeah, I find him a lot of fun. So Osamu, I really loved. I really loved seeing his point of view. I loved him as a character and how annoyed he gets with Atsumu, and like he doesn't take anything from him. Kind of like he's just like, oh, I don't trust him at all. Love that. We've got Asahi. Okay.
Asahi's a complex one for me.
I think
Season 1 Asahi, high A.
Yeah,
he never gets to do much.
I cried during his the episode when he got
same.
to Spike with Suga for the first time.
Yeah, I cried when he fingered, but then after that he never did anything.
I think he's below Tanaka is where I'm placing him. Above Akashi, below Tanaka. I
think the worst part for him for me is that because all the other aces get really cool fucking like whacks with the ball and stuff.
Yeah.
And like awesome moments. He gets a few, but they're nowhere near to the level like other teams.
Yeah, I think because in other teams their aces stand out a little more, whereas Asahi is really reliable as an ace. Like he's he wasn't to begin with, but he's actually grown to be very reliable. So
he's an 8. I put him behind the twin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then this is the junior libero from Nekoma. I thought he's really sweet. I quite like him. He's like the little guy who's supposed to support Liev, but don't know him. I think he's quite sweet. I don't know. I think he'd be bottom of C, as in I'd like to see a bit more from him, but I think he's quite sweet. The the setter from Shirotoizawa, I really like actually. I think he'd be a high C from me. I think, or a low B. He's one of those two for me because I quite like his character a lot. So
I think I have to go over C tier again, but yeah.
I'm not going to look too much into it because we'd literally spend hours doing this. But I'm going to put him in C, but he'd be high C. Kuro.
Next one's a big one. I like him a lot. I like him. They're down. Tsuki, him, and Thingy's dynamic is a beautiful. Bakugo's. The dynamic's really good.
Yeah.
Bakuto. I love their dynamic.
Oh, I'm torn between S and A for him. He's really good. I really like his character.
High A. He's up there with Nakama. Forget his name. The nerdy kid from Nakama. The one I love. Who gets like low energy.
What, Kenma?
Kenma, that's it. Fucking Kenma.
Yeah, I put Kenma in S tier. I think Kuro's S tier as well. And I think he's below Bokuto. I think he's bottom of S tier at the moment. I really do.
He's made it.
He's got up there. I really do love him. I love his character. His relationship with Kenma is really interesting and nice to see. Like he didn't really pressure him, but he kind of did, and sometimes feels bad about it. I don't know. It's very interesting, their relationship, their friendship, and I love how he acts around like the Krasno members and like how he teases Suki and like Hinata and everyone.
He's so chill as well.
Yeah,
and he's very helpful. Like he helps everyone.
Then we have Inuoka from Kenma. No, we've got Inuoka from Nekoma, who was like the person who was the blocker against Hinata in their first practice match, who's been taken off the team because Liev's joined. I liked him. He's going in C. Would like to see more. I like them. The fact that they talk. High C, low B, one of those two kind of thing. Because I like his personality. I just like to see more of him. He's just quite sweet. Suga.
I've put him as my second favourite character currently in the tier list, but he's second at the moment, just behind Hinata. I love him. I know you're a bit more.
I think
you don't love him as much. I love him.
I'm just gonna have to drag him
up. Okay.
But I'm just gonna have to. He's
the cruelty of doing a tier list like this.
It's around Daichi and Suga. I think I prefer Suga. I love how different his personality can be, but like as in it makes sense as a personality. But he can be like really calm and chill, but he can also be really aggressive towards his team. Like he's great. He's
Mummy Bear. He's Mummy Bear.
He is. He's Suga Mama.
I love him a lot.
Right, we had the snake guy. I don't mind him. He's grown a little bit more on me in season 4 because he's been like commentating, but otherwise I'm not particularly bothered by him.
Oh yeah, I actually enjoyed him.
I don't mind him. I think he's C. but
I see. Yeah.
not the lowest, but not the highest in C, basically.
Next one I put high C as well.
The middle blocker from Inarizaki. I think he's interesting. Want to see more of him. I like his snarky talk with Suki, and then him being shown up. I do like the playful captain of the. Just annoying me that I can't remember it now. As soon as we stop, I'll remember all these names. But of the playful team, I did like him a lot.
When you edit it, you just got to see corrections all over the place.
No, I didn't want to be subtitling myself. This is what I mean. Yeah, I did like him a lot. I quite like the fact we got to see him a little bit outside the match when you're talking about Daichi actually being the most important member of the team. The fact he had that character growth to realise that. I found that really interesting, but not enough about him to give him like anything else really. Right. Kageyama, right? Yeah, he's second in S tier for me. Right?
Second, yeah. Yeah.
I do love him. Like actually, for a long time. I mean, they like I said before, Hinata and Kageyama are always warring for different reasons. I love both their characters. I think the thing is, I also really like their characters interacting with each other the most.
Their chemistry is perfect.
Yeah, like I love, and it's also the voice actors again, just really, really fantastic voice actors. Just go together really well. Like their chemistry as voice actors works.
I think he's always. I always preferred him to Hinata up until season 4. But yeah, he's just such a well balanced character. Again, we talk about him in depth quite a bit. But he's just
we could
a
literally
great
do an
character
hour
arc.
podcast or a discussion just on Kageyama.
Kageyama,
Right,
he's
Suki.
Amazing.
Suki
is my third favorite character.
He's gonna
So
be.
he know where he's going.
He's gonna be below Suga but above Daichi, I think. Or
Okay, that's strong. That's strong.
yeah, he's either fourth or fifth. It's hard around Suki and Daichi. I think I am putting him above Daichi because I do like it when he's snarky to opposing teams. I just find that very funny, and his character growth has been amazing. His moment was brilliant. So yeah. Oh, gosh, I could go into a full discussion with you again. We will not. We'll have to. We might have to do a part 2 at some point because there's like him. I'm very excited to see how him and Hinata, how their relationship on the court will grow, considering he's the blocker and now Hinata's going to be more of a receiver. Like he'll still be topped out with Nishinoya, but like he can now actually stay in for when he's serving and be reliable. So I kind of want to see that dynamic change slightly, like he's done with Kageyama, basically.
Yeah, no, they're gonna have some good.
Right, Yachi is going to be.
Hey, hi, hey. Love her.
She's really cute.
She's so cute.
She's so.
She's
cute.
so adorable.
I think she is above Tendo. Oh, I'm trying to think where she goes. She is very cute. I think she is just below Akashi. So she's above.
She's a good addition. She was someone added to the show really well.
Yeah, I think and I love her character's completely different. Again, like her nervousness was adorable, but again, she's grown more confident in herself. The way that she's grown to love like volleyball and the team and just really care for everyone, it's just really cute. So yeah, so she's above the Mir twins, but below Akashi. Yamaguchi is going in A.
S tier.
I think he's A for me. And he's above. Okay, he's above Asahi, below Tanaka. That's where I'm putting him.
God. I'm putting him at top of A. I really like him.
I really like him as well, yeah. Just his
whole character arc's fascinating.
Yeah, and I really love, oh my god, his nervousness with the exit sign as a calming thing, and then it was blocked. Oh my god. I always rooting for him. I
wanted to be best. He really found a place in the team, and I enjoy it.
Oh yeah, because he really fought for it. Because he was the one who was left out from the first year, so he was the only one who didn't immediately get on the team. He had to fight for a place, and now he's the pinch server, and they look forward to him pinch serving because they can rely on him more.
He's good at it.
Yeah. Right, Yamamoto. I think he's funny.
He's too much like Tanaka for me.
I think before season 4 I would have agreed, but I think because of the season 4 seeing a little bit of his past, he has got differences to Tanaka, and he's a little bit more rough than him. He's more of a delinquent than Tanaka is.
Yeah.
Like in like his actual thing. So I'm putting him low B, I think. Maybe
Put
not
him in.
bottom, but he's low B. I think he's quite interesting. Would like to see more of him in the Nekoma match to see even more just relationships. But I
I
like
put
him.
him
He's
in.
funny.
I put him in B as well.
Shaki,
I put him in B
Shaka,
because I liked him. I liked his story.
uh,
But when him and Hinata was talking, sitting down, talking to each
no,
other,
no,
I was
no, no,
like,
no.
oh,
That's a different person. That's 2 Meter guy, who's the
is
one
that
I'm doing
different?
next. I'm doing him
Okay,
now.
yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry,
he's
sorry.
going to be B for me. He'd be mid B for me. I thought, yeah, like you said, it was just really sweet that moment. Like, and the fact that again he saw Hinata and like he had that really careless comment, like kind of like, oh, you should be doing this instead of me, and then Hinata's comment of just like, oh, don't you mean you should mean like you want both of us to be playing, right? Because we should be playing each other rather than like you don't deserve a place here. I think I really like his character. Before season 4, he'd be a C, maybe edging on a don't know, but no, I think he's a B. Towards the lower end. I don't know if he'd be a bottom, but he's towards the lower end of B. I do like his character. I thought it was really sweet. We
No,
have the coach's friend. I like him. He's going to go into C just because the other coach friend who's coach to Yamaguchi's in there. I think they're pretty even. I find them I do find them really funny as support. Oh, I find them really funny as supporters as well. I keep forgetting they're the supporters.
they do disappoint. We
Uh,
didn't have, did we have Tanaka's sister? She's not
I'm
in this, is
I'm
she?
gonna I'm gonna bump them up to the bottom of B actually, because I really enjoy them being the supporters and their comments on the matches. I do
Yeah.
think that puts a lot to it.
Did,
No,
uh,
Tanaka was not in this one because this
she
one's
would be high A.
yes, I think she would be for me above Yachi and above a. Oh no, I think she'd be between Akashi and Yachi for me if Psycho is here. So yeah, I think this is my ranking for. This is the This is so season 1 to season 4 characters. There are some characters missing, but like those are the main ones. I think they have put in the main ones, so that's what's important. Also, if there were any more, we would be here for hours. So
Yes. That wasn't too bad. Yeah, I did think like we did. I was like, mate, we could talk about these characters for ages. I'm like, oh, this is dangerous.
yeah, no, I think we could have. I think we literally could have just gone on for hours. I think we've had this problem before. Like we've watched programs outside of like reacting as well, and we do just chat whilst watching them as well. We go on for ages and off on tangents.
I
Yeah.
remember when we was watching that space anime with everyone.
Oh my god.
Me and you was like fucking having the exact same opinions, like laughing at it. And everyone else was just like.
To be fair, I went to watch the rest of it, and it was actually quite good. But it was at the time, it's because it'd been hyped up too much for us, which is always the problem. I think you have to always be careful with hyping up shows with me. I mean, I go into things pretty open minded, but if you say this is the best show you're ever gonna see, I'm gonna be like, really? Yeah. Okay.
I'm someone with very harsh opinions, so like if you hype up a show and I don't feel it, I'm like, fucked it with me.
Oh my god. Yeah, okay. I think before, because we would just keep going. We've done an hour, which is not too bad.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
The reason I got a bit worried, sorry if I might seem to be rushing it along, guys. It was like I looked at it, we'd done like 5 characters or something, and we was on 26 minutes, and I'm like, oh shit. And I know Izzy's got a memory of a god. She can remember these characters and little details. I'm just sort of like, D?
I know, it's fine. But I haven't got the memory of God. I've just watched it 18 times.
Yes. Well, like, say for example, for you remember that Happy Team? What was all about energetic as fuck?
Yeah.
Like you'd probably know every one of their names.
I don't know their names. That's my issue. I don't remember them. I can't even remember their team name. But I know enough of their characters from what we saw to know whether or not I can judge them. And for the most part, I can't, just because I need to grow attached to characters. The more I see them, the more attached I grow. So, yeah, I think this is really interesting because I don't tend to do tier lists too often because I find it so hard to judge characters because I love them for different reasons. And at different parts of the show, I love some more than others, which I think is quite a good one to do after a season to see where my current rankings are. Hinata and Kageyama just always top 2, just switching, just depending on the scene. Whatever scene's happening.
Basically. I'm always better now.
Yeah. Pretty sure. Actually, my S tier is probably pretty solid throughout the show. Like, even if they weren't in that exact order, they'd be in S tier. I don't think any of them have gone up from a below one.
I'm happy that there's such a top heavy for this show. Like, there's quite a lot of characters I like. For me to like this many characters, it's quite impressive. Yeah. Even though I am shit with it.
I've actually got my S and A tiers have the same number, and my B and C have the same number, which is insane. But yeah. I think some of them are so on the edge as well. Like some of the C's, like if it had like a little bit more, I could probably edge them up to a B, and the same with B to A. It's like, it's very much kind of, this is very much in the moment. I'll probably see this when I'm editing and go, oh God, what was I doing putting this one here?
Look at my A tier. There's a lot of people on the A tier where they could get to S if they just get a bit more screen time.
Yeah. Just like in future episodes, they could easily go up.
And the person I put at the top though is the fanboy from for Chorusy. Because it just reminds me of myself, where he pretends he doesn't care, but he cares a lot. You know which one I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, you cutie. Right, no, enjoyed that one. It was quite a bit fun. It's quite fun doing it with someone else.
Yeah.
I'd say it's not too dreadfully different, but they have got differences, which I do.
Yeah, like. I think it's just, again, kind of like, we just have different preferences and characters. I'm obviously a fangirl, and I kind of just, there's certain things I fangirl a lot more about. Mine tend to be a bit more emotional characters I tend to fangirl over, or whether it's internal or external, like emotionally. But the more I know about their emotions, the more I like them in general, I tend to find. Yeah, basically. And also, most of mine aren't to do with skill, because if there's to do with skill, I think a lot of them would be bumped up probably a bit more. But this, I'm trying to do purely on character. Mine
aren't too heavily skill, it's just that they have, because what it tends to have, the people with skill tend to have really good moments. So I tend to remember it. Like if it was based off skill, like the guy who from season 3, he'd be at the top, but he's like B tier because his personality isn't as good as the others. But it's good. I'm happy with my top 5.
Yeah, the same.
That was fun.
Definitely. Right, thank you for doing this video with me, for doing a collab with me, my first one.
Yeah, thanks. I think this is my second collab. So yeah. I enjoyed it. It was like Haikyuu, and it went on. And I realised how dangerous it was when we was talking for so long. I'm like, it's going to take so much editing.
If you want to see, if you haven't for some reason seen Liam's or AniCrunch's videos on Haikyuu and watching him getting hyped, because the difference between us two is you can watch his entire reaction to Haikyuu on his channel, so you can see him from the starting moment, his dub reaction. And then see him go onto the right track. We discussed. You should watch our discussion. We talked a bit about how he started on dub and our thoughts on the dub and everything like that. But if you want to see his videos, please do. They're a lot of fun. And
a bit stoic in quite a lot of videos, but I do get hyped now.
I mean, you're very honest. Like if you're excited, you're excited. If you're not, you're not, and you say what's on your mind. So I think that's quite important, because some reactors really do put on an act. I feel like definitely put up a front.
100%.
Yeah,
it's like any YouTuber, they put on a
yeah. Obviously put on an act, but when it comes to opinions, I think they are very careful about what they say, some of them, because they know there's certain fandoms who are fond of certain characters and whatnot. But I think you're very honest with like what you think at the time, and then because you're being so honest, your opinion can switch quite quickly between episodes, and you just see how each episode affects your opinion of characters.
100% with that. You're a prick. Next episode, I love you. Come on, give me a hug. You're the best character. Let me the text. If you haven't subscribed to Izzy, guys, make sure you do.
As I never ask.
If you've come from the podcast, and subscribe, do it. Content's great. If you love fangirling, it's very interesting to watch.
Hopefully we can do more of these kind of videos in the future. We've got some plans for at least one other show, but I think there are some other shows we can definitely have some really good chats about. So hopefully
discussion videos. This is actually a lot more fun than it was actually really fun. I really enjoyed it.
I was a little
talk about Haikyuu.
Yeah,
like
I was a little nervous because we did have no plan for this. This is all just completely just let's ring each other, let's go for it. So I was a little worried about if we would stop talking. That's not an issue.
There's another 4 hours of content. No, it was fun. I don't expect them to these sort of videos to do super well, but I just enjoy doing them.
It's fun to record.
I don't always get to say my opinion of the show all the time, or my
I think
of what I think of this one character.
I think it's also quite fun because if you're going to, I feel like there's some shows you're going to react to in the future. I think we've talked about you possibly reacting to in the future, which I've already watched, therefore can't react to. So it'd be fun to actually talk about them and see what you think about them. Yeah. So yeah, it's been very nice to record. Thank you.
It has been. Yeah, thanks for joining. We didn't have too many instructions either on Izzy's side, so it was quite quiet. Yeah, fucking. Whew. I just love how you slowly seen it get dark. If you could tell the passing of time,
so
it was dead light.
Can you tell how nice? Yeah, we started this recording in pure daylight, completely fine. I've now my lamp is within like 2 feet of me.
Yeah, it's been good.
Oh god, I've gone weird now.
Leave a like, subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in another video.
What he said.
What he said. You had to do a proper outro. God, I can do
Thank
that
you
song
guys
like.
Thank you guys for watching. I hope to see you in future videos and possibly future discussions. Bye bye.